Hey, Dr. Chris, this is George with ChiroPlus Marketing and Media. So I know we couldn't meet on Zoom, but I wanted to get you these results of what we did and just kind of give you a peek into the system that we're using. But anyway, so this is the campaign that we ran for your office here, HBOT Havgrave. And right now we have a max date, but I know we ran this for 5 days, I believe. So the 13th through the 18th. So yeah, 11 leads. So yeah, we ran it from the 13th to the 18th. The ads didn't get approved until I think later in the day, like late into the evening. So, but we had a good 4 or 5 days running these ads, 11 leads, and I'll show you kind of how it breaks down and what we've spent. So we're spending $30 a day, 11 leads, and that was about $15, $16 here per lead. So that's not bad. We spent $171, so really, really inexpensive to run this. And then we have the actual ads, and usually we have a winner. This one here is the best one. Oops, this one here. But again, $30 a day, $171 for 4 or 5 days, $15 a lead. But the main thing, what I usually share with the offices is this is one part of where you actually get business for hyperbaric oxygen therapy. It's such a really great piece of equipment that you have in your office. And the problem is a lot of people are just not aware. So what's going to happen is, and I took some screenshots of our Facebook page where there were these leads, where they were seeing these leads. And here we have 10 comments and 4 shares. 4 shares are people sharing that with friends, families, saying, hey, look at this thing. So it's really, really important. And as if you do this yourself, you could do this yourself as well. But it's a really good asset. People are asking questions right on here. And that's why your phone is probably ringing about the HBOT as well. Not just Facebook leads, but actual comments and questions. And, I had my team go through there and just reply back to people. We don't give them any medical advice. We refer them to your office. So, how many ATMs down, please call our office. Is this in Lafayette? Yes, I get in the link for them to sign up. And that's one part of it. The other part is this one here. I'm claustrophobic. You probably heard that before. And what was funny, from one of the other offices that we work with, I had somebody reply the same thing. I'm claustrophobic, but I still tried it and she was fine. So I actually sent her a screenshot of that message for her. And then, again, people are asking where it's at. So we're giving them your phone number, email, or your phone number and address. And then this gentleman here, he doesn't want to fill out a form. Very typical. Sometimes people just don't want to fill out a form because they don't want calls or text messages sent to them. So we actually put a chat widget on the landing page at the bottom right. They could click it. They could send a message if they don't want to fill out the form. But when they send us a message, they still have to give us their name and their phone number, so we have their information. So works really well. So here we just replied back, completely understand your phone number and your address. And again, you should have been getting phone calls from this. And we ran this 4 or 5 days. So these are really good results. The HBOT is something that's really not being put out to communities, but we're finding with some of the other offices that we're working, it's actually helping everything else they do, whether they have a weight loss program, chiropractic care, acupuncture, cupping, needling, anything else that you do in your office. Once you get these people in there, you start making them feel better, they're going to really listen to you on other ways to get better. And most offices have more than one thing that they offer. So that's the Facebook part of it. Now, when they come into our system, once they opt in, these 11 leads, once they opt in, they go into this system here. And we have these here, these 3 that opted in, never replied. a percentage of people are going to opt into stuff and not do anything. That's normal. But then this right here where it says hot lead, these are people that actually replied, that wanted more information. And then we have the booking request. These are people that actually use the booking calendar to book. It says 4. I believe my team sent that to you the other day. I believe Carrie booked a family member using the same booking calendar. That's why she didn't come in as a new lead. They just used that same booking calendar to book another person. I think I looked at it. Carrie's at 4 and Kelsa's at 2 o'clock, I believe. So again, this is something the HBOT is so magical. We love it. So I will tell you, Will sent a message. He's not ready right now. Doesn't mean he's not ready later. So if you have some type of nurturing sequence, you could put him in there. That would be great. Logan, he's going to get back to you as well. He's just not ready yet, but he responded. That's why they're in the hot lead. That means they actually responded. And then Jenna, apparently her brother was in a bad accident. So our follow-up messages, that's when she told us, hey, my brother was in a bad accident, but I'm still interested. So she's at the hospital right now. And apparently HBOT is good for people that have had accidents too. So that's probably, something that you could, reach out to them and say, hey, we also help with this. Matthew was the first one that we changed when I'll click on this little, so we have a two-way texting system, so they're able to send us all this information. So Matthew opted in July 16th, and I think that's when we switched it over to a booking request versus just sending you leads. So Matthew came in, congratulations, and it looked like he went to try to book something, but he never did. So we just sent up this follow-up text message, and then he booked, and then we gave him the confirmation text and email, and that we'll contact you shortly to actually confirm the booking. But I wanted to share that with you, how it works. We use a UTM parameter, so we know which ads are, people are clicking on and opting into, so we could always optimize that. And again, this is something that's not being done by a lot of offices. Take for what it's worth, take what I shared with you here, and run these ads for yourself. I mean, do something for yourself, because these communities are, most of them are suffering with not much hope except taking pills or going to the doctor. So I hope this helps you, and I want to thank you for letting us kind of run this through our system for you guys, and I hope you found some value for it, and we'll talk to you soon.